On Divorce Court today, are laziness, food issues, TV, sports, and an intimate tattoo enough to keep an engaged couple from walking down the aisle? Patricia and Da'Ron have been together for 2 years and share a son, but should they share a marriage? Patricia Quintanilla and Da'Ron Lucky have brought their dispute for Judge Lynn Toller to resolve. Testimony in Divorce Court before your vows starts now.
Ms. Quintanilla and Mr. Lucky, you two are engaged. You're not quite sure if you should get married or not, so you thought you'd come before me. Let me give you a compatibility test. Brought me your license to see what my opinion was on your union, and I will give that opinion as honestly as I can, and I'm always very honest at the end of the proceedings. I want to start with you, Ms. Quintanilla. Tell me why you're not so sure this marriage is the right thing.
Because we have trust issues on both sides. We both have lied to each other. We both have withheld things from each other. And
what have you lied about?
I've told him before that I had stopped talking to an old friend that was also somebody I used to be in a relationship with. And I hadn't. I actually had not stopped talking to him until right up to the point where we had our child.
Why were you talking to him? Was it a romantic thing?
No. There's a lot of things that I couldn't talk to Da'Ron about. He gets upset easily. Throughout our pregnancy, I went through a lot of things. Da'Ron had also lied to me and cheated on me and kept things from me as well. And I know it was
wrong.
What
was he lying about? Clearly, if he was cheating on you, he was lying to you about some women, right?
Yes.
Do you admit to that, Mr. Lucky?
A situation happened, like, that I did mess up on, but they came out and I was honest to her about that situation that happened.
A situation that happened, that's so interesting, a situation that happened. You happened to the situation. That's what happened.
Yeah, something like that.
You gotta take ownership, you gotta take responsibility.
I took responsibility for my part in what had happened. You know, like, explained it to her. She say she understood and we were supposed to be moving past that. Like.
But you're 100% responsible for what this body does. You know what I mean? You're 100% responsible for what you touch, who you touch, and where you touch.
He thought he was drugged the first time.
The first time, like, can't say I'm 100%, because I believe somebody put something in the drink or something and did something in the situation.
But he went back a second time.
But the second time, like, I admit that was me. Like, I felt I was already in trouble for something, so if I was going to be in trouble for something,
you might as well do it to it.
Yeah, I might as well be in trouble for something and have recollection of what went on, you know?
I got a son who thinks like that. Well, I'm already in trouble. I'm already grounded. Let's go for broke. You say that Mr. Lucky ridicules you about your weight. What does he say?
Well, he says that he likes big women. But when we first got together, I do recall him stating that I'm bigger than what he likes, and he told himself that he would never get with somebody of a large size again. He has also asked me out of the blue just a couple months ago when we were laying in bed out of the blue, if I had the money, would I go get a tummy tuck? And I've asked him before, what do you like about me? And like he'll tell me he likes my face, he likes my eyes, he likes my breast, but that's as far as it goes. And he has described another person in detail while we were together that, you know, you're an attractive person, you got a nice body, I like your butt, pretty face. Okay, if you can say that all about somebody that you're not with, then, you know, you're with me.
Mr. Lucky, what's your response to that? Is that happening?
It had happened, like, in the beginning of our relationship. I did tell another person, like, I liked their body, but I like her body, I like her. Like, I like her personality and who she is. That other person, I just told him, like, yeah, you got a cool who you is as an individual. Like, I can't stand
it's not your thing. You
like,
don't like
I don't like you at all. Like, and the thing.
Did he say that? Because it sounded better the way he's saying it.
No, like, I can't even be around this person.
He might have later on, but at the time that I'm talking about, when I was standing there and they didn't know I was standing there, he didn't know I was standing behind him.
I said it then, like, you got a cool body, but who you is as an individual is not somebody that I like. Like, I
didn't
really
hear
like
that. I heard
like
if
that,
I wasn't with Patricia and circumstances was different, then, you know, I might have.
Smashed?
Yeah.
Like,
Mr. Lucky, I
was single, or...
Not at that time.
I want to talk about your family, sir.
official.
Does your family question the paternity of your child with her?
A family member has questioned the paternity of our son behind my back. Like, it got back to me through another family member that family member was questioning the
Do
paternity.
you have any questions about paternity? Are you certain?
I have some doubt due to the fact that, you know what I'm saying, I have had other females lie and say that they was pregnant by me or say that the baby was mine. I haven't been able to have children up until now. Like, I'm 30 years old, like, and this is my first. Like, so, and I have tried in previous relationships.
You have tried in previous relationships?
I've tried in a couple of previous relationships. And
Were you married before?
No, I've never been married. Like, we was dating, we was rocking it out for a while, you know?
And I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not mad at anybody, but I'm saying if you're just dating, why get someone pregnant? Because just dating means I'm gonna be with you for a minute and move on. Why create a life in the wake of that and keep it moving?
We wasn't planning on, like, breaking up at that particular time when we was, you know what I'm saying? I can't say we was trying, we wasn't using precaution to keep from having a baby. It was one of them situations like, we together, we planned on being together, and if it happened, it happened. We wasn't using proper protection and nothing like that.
I could go on for hours about that, but I choose not to at this juncture. Mr. Lucky, do you have any real reason to mistrust her? Do you believe she may have slept with someone else?
Not that she has slept with someone else, by the fact of her lying about other things that make me doubt that she could be lying about this. You know what I'm saying? If you lie about something small, it make me wonder if she, but when I look at my son, I believe he's mine. Like,
he does have questions as far as, because when we first got together, right around the time that I have conceived, I took my younger son to go visit his father because he hadn't seen him in over a year. Yeah. And he thinks at that time that we might have snuck off it, even though we were at the house and it's a one-bedroom house and everything.
I got you. I see where he's on that point. Let me move on to something else.
Next, does an intimate tattoo put a stop to this couple's intimate encounters? Are you considering marriage but aren't sure that your intended is really right for you? Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt. Real life, real relationships, real solutions. Divorce Court continues.
Mr. Lucky, you say that Ms. Quintanilla has a tattoo on a part of her body that when you two are being romantic, you run into it and it bothers you. And it's a tattoo of an ex's name. Yeah. And that place on her body is involved in the lovemaking and you hate to see it when you're doing it.
It really throws everything off. You know, it makes me not even really want to, like, go there with her for real. Like, it's like he right there.
There.
Like, whenever
Boom,
I'm trying.
right there. There he is.
You know, like, every time, you know, we chilling or trying to get into the mood or just doing different things, like, and I look over and I see it, it's like, hey, how you doing, man? Like, you forget about me, you know, like.
Ms. Quintanilla, you can understand the man's distress, can you not?
Yes, I can. I understand.
Would it not be a wonderful thing, a gesture of love, to remove whoever it is from wherever it is?
I have no problem removing it, but we have been on a budget, and somebody likes to spend like $600 on shoes, but then complain about my tattoo.
You have $600 shoes?
Not just for me. Like, if I go buy me a $100 pair of shoes, I'm going to buy my kids a $100 pair of shoes. Like,
kids,
I'm gonna buy her kids $100
how old are the
pair of shoes.
kids? Oh, never buy children $100 shoes. Are you? They grow out of them in 6 months. Then what have you done?
If I got it, like, I can't walk around wearing brand new Jordans and they walking around wearing no raggedy tennis shoes. Like, if I can get it for myself.
Well, then quit wearing Jordans and put some money in the bank. And I don't know who the idiot out there was who clapped with everybody got Jordans on. That's ridiculous.
I like nice tennis shoes. Kids like,
can you afford them?
Being fresh.
Is there enough money at the end of the month that makes that rational?
At the time when I bought the shoes, yeah, we had the money to be able to do it.
You're backing up
like,
off of it.
At the same time, like, it's other stuff that we do where we don't have to do what we could have put that money from that to get the tattoo done.
That's a no, Mr. Lucky. When you have to talk that much to respond to a question, do you have enough money? That's no. You know, all those words mean no. I'm not mad. You say he's obsessive compulsive.
Yes, yes.
In what way?
In a lot of ways. First off, the laundry. Okay, I admit I don't check his pockets all the time, but I make sure I take all my stuff out of my pockets. I do check the kids' pockets. So there has been some stuff that ended up in the dryer or the washer that shouldn't have. However, when you take it out of the washer, he wants you to shake it again, each individual item, and put it in the dryer. And I feel that's too much. He has problems with the toilet paper roll. You have to have it a certain way. However, when he goes to the bathroom, he leaves the toilet paper roll empty. And he could have just put it in the way that he wanted it.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't even want to talk to you about that, Mr. Lucky. I mean, it's just, you're a little quirky. You're a little quirky. Nothing wrong being a little quirky. You know, a little.
It helps, man, to keep from wrinkles then. So
But he's so picky on that, but you can leave your shavings when you shave your beard and stuff all over the sink.
Are you working?
Yes.
Bringing home some money?
Yes.
Are you working?
I'm just off and on with the jobs. I'm actually went back to school for nursing.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So you're temping right now back and forth, but you got a lot of kids to look after too.
Yes.
So there are limitations on your time, but you are working.
Yes.
That's a applaudable moment. Not everybody working, you know what I mean? I'm glad for that. We've heard about all the things that are wrong. Now I want to hear about all the things that are right.
When Divorce Court Before Your Vows continues, will the compatibility test reveal an angry truth?
For the sake of their marriage, do you think Patricia and Da'Ron should stop talking to their exes? Call 1-800-282-1991 to vote now and see if America agrees with your opinion. You'll also receive some valuable offers.
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and join the conversation on Twitter at Divorce Court. Divorce Court Before Your Vows continues.
Mr. Lucky, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you give me a 90-second hard sell on why marriage to this woman would be the best thing you ever did? Go.
She say we can't talk, but I feel like we can talk about a lot of stuff. Like, she was different, exotic to me, and I liked that about her. Like,
exotic. Did you hear that? That's great stuff. Exotic.
She got a good heart. She a beautiful person. Like, when she being herself, she genuine. Like, she can give you the shirt off her back and not complain about it. Mm-hmm. You know, like, she will ride for you and be there for you when you down. Like, when I'm at my lowest and feeling like I don't feel like dealing with stuff because I get into my little moods and stuff like that, she always got something positive to say to bring me out of it. She always look for the best in situations, and me, like, I look at the negative. So she kind of balanced me out. You know, she make me want to be better and make me want to achieve better things, you know, trying to be a better father for the kids and make me just want to be a better me and a better us.
That was wonderful. That was wonderful. Ms. Quintanilla, why is Mr. Lucky the man for you?
Because I feel that he has mine and my our children's best interest at heart. And my older two, their fathers aren't active in their life, and he has come in and treat them kids like they're his. He goes to their school. He goes to the individual education plan meetings because I have a child with special needs. He makes sure he goes to everyone. He checks their homework. He'll go over their math work. If he feels the teacher isn't giving him enough homework, he's up at that school with the teacher. He can be really loving. I love the way, you know, whenever he does hold me, how it feels. I feel safe. And he does this little happy dance that he does. I can't do it. And
well, she let the cat out the bag, Mr. Lucky. told the world about your happy dance.
Yeah.
That's all right. That's all right. Listen, I looked at your compatibility tests, and only one thing bothered me. You both were of the same mind about an unhealthy thing. You say, and you agree, that you have a problem with not anger. You both use the word aggression. And I want you to speak to that because that spooks me a little bit. You both say he's aggressive. What do you mean when you say you are too aggressive?
Like, we have boys. Like, and I had my dad, my uncles, and big cousins in my life. Like, and when you doing something or they told you don't do this more than once or twice, the next time it ain't gonna be like, I told you. They go raise their voice and put a couple of cuss words in there. Like, and our kid's not really used to that. Mm-hmm. So they kind of shrink back a little bit. I'm just wanting to be able to find a medium to where I can not be so loud because that is what I'm used to.
Is it solely with respect to the children, or do you have an aggression? Are you loud and poppy?
I get aggressive with other people too.
You just loud and poppy.
There was an example of somebody.
It's like, if you rub me the wrong way,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And I don't like it. Then
do you get handsy?
I can.
Do you use your hands?
Not with the kids, but with other people I can, and I will.
You don't want to be that way, though, do you?
No, not really. Like, I'm getting older. Like, I don't want my kids to think it's just okay every time somebody say something that don't really rub you the right way to put your hands on them.
Don't look at her. Let me ask you, you ever afraid of him?
No, I'm not afraid of him. I don't think
Never, ever, not one time?
No, I just don't
Are you
like
ever afraid for your children, ever?
No.
Not one time?
No, I just don't like all the cussing and the loudness. Like, I feel when you discipline a child, especially dealing with, like I said, I have a special needs child, you get down to their level, you look them in the eyes, and you are stern. Mm-hmm. But you don't get almost in their face and cussing and screaming. I don't feel that you have to.
I try to be stern the first time. I try to be stern the second time. Try to be a little sterner the third time. Fourth and fifth time, I'm pissed now. Like, and I don't really know how to keep it calm. I take everything, not take a belt.
Is it changing what they do? All that hooping and hollering and yelling and cussing?
It changes, you know what I'm saying? For the most part, they actually realize, like, okay, he's not serious, and they go ahead and do what I say doing. Mm-hmm. Like, when I'm calm, and she know, because she'll have to tell them several times, and until she raise her voice, they won't do it. Like, you could clean your room up. Okay.
Can I suggest that you guys might want to try a different parenting style altogether?
Judge Lynn Toller's ruling next. Divorce Court. Judge Lynn Toller's ruling right now.
Like I said, you got to work on that parenting thing, but I like a self-aware man, and you are self-aware. That's the first step to getting it fixed is knowing that it's broken, and you know that that aggression that you got going on isn't helpful. And as long as nobody in the house is afraid, and I'm believing you on that. I don't think you would tell me a lie on that one. No. You know, good for you. Good for you. Women need to be loved in a lot of ways. They need to be loved for who they are and for the way they look. It's weird. It's us. What can we do about it? What I'm asking you to do is, if you're going to love her all the way. Don't pick at what you don't like about her. Just talk about, you know, that you do love her, and learn. You see what I'm saying? Don't half-step it, because she's going to give you 100. You should give her 100, right? Yeah. And this is who she is. This is her body. This is her life. These, you know, love her with all of that. Don't pick at her. Just love her. It's big, luscious, and love it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I love it. Don't you be afraid of anything. Don't be afraid to let go of that ex because you might not have somebody. Don't let society tell you you're not quite as good as just because you might be a little bigger than. Don't let that kind of thing saute in your head. You are what you do by your children. You are what you do by your man. You are all what you do in your life. You are the kind of wife that you are. I think y'all should get married. I like you. I want you to go to anger management first. You might want to take a little parenting class. I'm going to give you this license and go home. You guys, this matter is adjourned.
Patricia and Da'Ron have seen a mediator and are looking forward to their wedding. Post a comment or submit your case at divorcecourt.com or call toll-free 1-877-311-2222. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Divorce Court.